Already 20 feet down?
You know, if we're
That's
coming
great.
down-
Look.
Oh.
What is that? Can you see the bottom, Felix?
Either we hit another blockage or we're at the bottom. I'll move the camera.
What happened to that? I thought it's supposed to curve.
I'm going to switch the camera.
Let me pan around, see if we can find something.
Can you see? We don't see anything.
I'm panning left. Okay.
I saw. Yeah. There it is.
There's an opening.
There's an opening. Absolutely.
That's
What
it.
is it?
We're in the tomb. We got the tomb. We got the tomb. We're right in front of the facade. Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Is that an ossuary?
Wait. That's ossuaries. Those are ossuaries. Yes. Oh my goodness. There's good news and there's bad news here. There's an ossuary there.
What does that mean?
It's the wrong tomb.
wrong tomb, man.
Our tomb is empty.
So, what are we gonna do?
You know what?
What?
This may be the second tomb.
You're right.
This may be the other
The
tomb.
one we thought was 20 meters north. We're in the second tomb.
Right.
Our tomb is 20 meters south of here. The good news is no one's ever seen a tomb from the time of Jesus in pristine condition.
Although we found ourselves in the wrong tomb, perhaps these finely crafted ossuaries, so close to the Talpiot tomb, are somehow connected to Jesus or his followers.
Hey?
So what's next?
We gotta find the tomb.
It's going to be on the other side of this building.
You gotta be looking 20 meters south.
Where are you going?
Where the heck are you going?
South, that's the parking lot. Shouldn't be a big deal. South is south. 20 meters takes us in the garden. 20 meters is not much.
The idea of finding Jesus' tomb might not seem so outlandish if we could locate tombs belonging to his followers, the people scholars call the Judeo-Christians. According to tradition, this is the view Jesus had when he walked up the Mount of Olives and gazed upon the Jewish Holy Temple. Where the Muslim gold dome of the Rock now stands was once the Holy of Holies. There the Ark of the Covenant was housed. According to Luke, Jesus looked at the temple, foresaw its destruction, and wept. Where he wept is here, Dominus Flevit, a holy site on which Franciscan monks built this monastery in 1891.
That's good.
In 1953, while renovating, the Franciscans discovered a 2,000-year-old cemetery. This ancient necropolis was partially excavated by a well-known archaeologist named Bellarmino Bagatti. Bagatti claimed that these ossuaries belonged to some of the earliest followers of Jesus.
If this is a early Judeo-Christian cemetery, then that means that our tomb is not sitting in some kind of archaeological vacuum. It's really part of a network of cemeteries. This can provide an archaeological context for our tomb.
In this network of tombs, the Franciscans discovered a bone box with an inscription naming one of the most famous early Christians, Simon Bar Yonah.
Now, I don't know if everybody will recognize that immediately, but Jesus said to Simon Peter, who's venerated later as the Pope and the head of the church, "You are Simon Bar Jonah, blessed are you, Peter." See, his name is not Peter, that's a Greek word. His name is Shimon, Shimon Bar Yonah.
Today, only a piece of the ossuary remains. The Franciscans have stored it in a small museum beside their church. It bears an indisputable inscription, the only one ever found spelling the name Simon Bar Yonah. Simon was one of the 12 original apostles of Jesus. According to the Gospels, Jesus renamed him Peter. in Aramaic, Kepha, which means rock. He's considered a saint by many Christians and the first pope by the Roman Catholic Church. According to tradition, Simon Peter was crucified and buried in Rome. So how could his coffin be here in Jerusalem? The fact is, there has never been any credible archaeological evidence found in Rome underneath the Vatican that points to Simon Bar Yonah. And here sits an ossuary discovered at Dominus Flevit, bearing his name.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
You're not gonna believe it. I'm imagining it. Can you see?
Now I see.
It's a symbol from the tomb on an ossuary.
This is incredible because the angle and the thing is identical.
It's identical.
And the dot inside.
And the dot is deliberately inside. The inverted V with a dot in the middle, the symbol from our tomb, right on an ossuary from what is suspected an early cemetery of the followers of Jesus.
As to who may have been buried in this ossuary and whether or not he knew the Jesus son of Joseph, whose tomb has been emblazoned with the same symbol, we can only speculate. When it comes to forensics, modern science doesn't allow for much speculation. By studying ancient DNA in bone fragments and human residue left behind in ossuaries, scientists can now determine familial relationships between the various people in the Talpiot tomb. Stephen Phan is the director of the Center for the Study of Early Christianity, and he's assisting Stephen Cox, a forensic archaeologist from New York State. They have discovered valuable material inside the ossuaries inscribed Mariamne and Jesus, son of Joseph.
Inside this ossuary, we've got some material that's adhering to the surface of the stone in a very interesting circular pattern. It's worthy of picking out and taking a look at it and see what its composition is. The pattern and/or material could give us a big clue as to who, what, when, and where.
It seems outlandish that these samples might contain the DNA of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. But if there's enough material, these tests may shed a new light on Jesus and his family.
So this is sample 80-500.